Hi guys, India has just hammered Pakistan in the Champions Trophy match in Dubai. And if you're a Pakistan fan, then I mean, win and loss, victory and defeat is part of any sport, but it's the manner in which Pakistan lost today that would really rankle you, really bother you. I can't for in all my time that I've been watching India Pakistan affairs, I can't recall one Pakistani team that was as timid as the one that took the field today. Uh, they were just unimaginative. They were just afraid. They were playing from a position from where they didn't want to lose rather than going all out to win. And it showed. It showed in their performances, and which were pretty disappointing, frankly. And today they played like as if they were minnows, and as if India just thrashed a minnow, because this is not a performance fit of a proper test playing nation, a cricketing nation like Pakistan with such rich cricketing history. It was really disappointing. King Kohli is back. He played a brilliant hand. In my opinion, the greatest ODI batsman of all time, and without a doubt, the greatest chaser in ODI cricket of all time. Virat played a brilliant hand. He got to 100, and I mean, like, there was a lot of talk about him, his form, and everything, and he has answered all of that in stupendous manner, in stupendous style today. Uh, this was a comprehensive win for India. I'm Sadat, you're watching Gully Cricketer. Guys, please do subscribe and leave your opinions in the comment section. So Rizwan won the toss today and elected to bat. Given how that India-Bangladesh match transpired, how wicket got slow in the second half of the innings, it looked like the right decision. I'm pretty sure if Rohit had won the toss, he would have also elected to bat. But I mean, that's the only thing that probably went in Pakistan's favor, because everything fell apart right from the get-go. Uh, Babar played a few good shots, a couple of beautiful looking drives, but he fell. He was the first to go. A beautiful Hardik Pandya ball. It just, I know, seemed away and took his edge. And then Imamul Haq, who was playing today. Imamul Haq, remember, was Fakhar Zaman's replacement, and I said in my preview that I thought, I'm hoping that the Pakistani think tank, Pakistani management were watching the India-Bangladesh match, and Pakistan being in the situation that they were in, having had lost the first match, they needed this match was of utter importance to them. They had to win this match, and Fakhar Zaman, going out, they had the opportunity to bring someone in his place. I thought they would bring in a spinner, a frontline spinner, and today, today's performance proved me right. For Pakistan, by far the best bowler was Abrar Ahmed, but he didn't have another frontline spinner to back him up. Anyways, so Imamul Haq was picked in Fakhar's place, and he played today. He opened with Babar. Babar, unlike the last match, was the aggressor up front. He got a good few shots away, but he didn't last long. Hardik got him, and then soon after, Imam fell. He got tied down, and then he tried to take a completely miscalculated single. The ball went to the long on fielder, the mid on fielder rather, and it was a brilliant throw from Akshar Patel, a direct hit. So Imam was gone. Then a partnership formed between Saud Shakil and Mohammad Rizwan. And I would like to, and I would say this much up front, that I think this partnership was Pakistan's first biggest problem, because it was so slow in terms of modern day cricket, in terms of modern day white ball cricket in particular. You cannot be playing this slow. You have to be a bit more adventurous. You have to take a lot more calculated risks. Find your matches, target bowlers. You have to do more. You cannot just be. They were playing cricket as if it was a one-day match from the 1980s, and Rizwan in particular was very slow. They got a 50-plus partnership. Uh, South Shakil did reasonably well. He played spin reasonably well. He played a few funky shots. Some of those scoops behind the wicketkeeper's head and all. He got to a 50. Rizwan never quite got going, and then for Pakistan, the wickets kept falling in absolutely the wrong moment when the partnership built, and it looked like Pakistan was in a position to post a total of say 275, 280. Uh, Pakistan lost wickets. So first Rizwan fell. He came charging down and kind of yorked himself, bowled Akshar Patel, and South Shakil did not last too long. He was caught by Akshar Patel of Hardik Pandya's. He had tried to accelerate and given opportunity the over before as well, but that chance went begging. Kuldeep Yadav couldn't hang on to it. Uh, but once those two fell, then Agha Salman came in, and then Tayyab Tahir came in. Jadeja got rid of Tayyab Tahir in quick time, and at one point of time, Kuldeep Yadav was on a hat trick. He had got ridden of uh, first Agha Salman and then Shaheen Afridi. Back to back balls. He was on a hat trick, but Khushdil Shah played reasonably well. He is the reason that Pakistan got to a position of some respectability to 41. The last Mohammad Shami over went for a few runs. Khushdil Shah hit 6, and then Haris Rauf hit a 6, and that took Pakistan to some sort of a respectability. 241 was, in my opinion, Hafiz stage was at least 10-15 runs short of par, and they had to really bowl really out of their skins, and they had to take wickets up front in the first power play to make a match of it, which didn't happen. India came to bat. Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill. Rohit Sharma went after the bowling, and he especially was severe on Shaheen Afridi. But Shaheen Afridi eventually had the last laugh against him. It was a brilliant ball, a late swinging yorker, took the middle stump away. Virat Kohli came in. A brilliant partnership developed between Virat Kohli and Shubman Gill. Shubman Gill was again, he carried on with his great form. He was playing brilliantly, and in fact, almost against the run of the play, Abrar Ahmed bowled a brilliant, probably the ball of the tournament so far. It was kind of a carom ballish as a finger spinner, or it dropped on the leg stump and spun sharply and bounced and took the middle and off. It was a brilliant ball. And Abrar Ahmed was by far the pick of the Pakistani bowlers. He was brilliant. He went for 28 runs and took 1 wicket of its 10 overs. But yeah, once Shubman fell, Shreyas Iyer came in. Pakistan tried to bring in Haris Rauf, tried the short pitch ploy against him and everything. But Shreyas played beautifully, and he grew in confidence and grew in stature with every ball. He just kept getting better the more he stayed on the crease. And Virat Kohli today looked like the vintage Virat. It was a typical Virat Kohli innings. It was just absolutely brilliant. He just looked switched on. He looked completely focused right from the get-go. And the partnership between Virat and Shreyas pretty much took India home. India was cruising. And then Shreyas was, he got to his 50. He was trying to accelerate, and against another play he got out. Uh, and then came in Hardik Pandya, played a couple of shots, and trying to play a fancy sort of, uh, a pull behind the wicket keeper. He got an edge, and he got out. And then came in Akshar Patel. Virat was in a position from where uh, there was as many runs required for his century as was the target, and it was a nice little tricky situation. But Virat eventually, India needed 3 runs, but Virat hit a 4 and got to the target and also got to his 100. Virat, in the meantime, during the course of this innings, has crossed the 14,000 run barrier, and he's by far the fastest to the landmark. He's over 60 runs, 60 matches ahead of the second best. It was a typical Virat Kohli innings. He was brilliant. He was sensational right throughout the innings. He looked in control all throughout, and some of the shots he played was absolutely scintillating. But and yeah, eventually it was a very convincing victory. India, got home very easily, and they got home with, in 42.3 overs with 7.5 overs to spare. This is as convincing a victory as you could hope for, you could ask for, and Pakistan lost badly. But what if I was a Pakistani fan, what would bother me was the timidness of their approach, was the unimaginativeness of the whole approach that Pakistani team today had. I am just baffled that none of the Pakistani players, wanted to take the, bull by the horns, and go for it. None of them were really brave enough to take chances, to go for the game. It was disappointing. It seemed like that India thrashed a minnow, today, and it was Pakistan, and it's something that Pakistani cricket has to look into, because cricket has evolved, it has changed, and modern day cricket is not what it used to be. You cannot be at any stage of a white ball game play like the way, in particular, Mohammad Rizwan played, and that partnership between Mohammad Rizwan and South Shakil. It was just too defensive, too conventional, too orthodox for it to work in today's day and age. And more importantly, I thought this was such a timid approach by the Pakistani team that it was very disappointing. But yeah, here it is. Pakistan is virtually out of the tournament. Now a lot of things need to work out in their favor for them to, make it forward. And it would be extremely unlikely that they get to the next stage. And to be very fair, quite deservingly so, because I think even the staunchest of Pakistani fan would admit that they haven't played the cricket that deserves that standing, or that that they deserve to go forward from here. So Pakistan is pretty much out. India and New Zealand, India in particular, set pretty in a very pretty good position. The next match between New Zealand and Bangladesh will be very important. If New Zealand wins that, then I think pretty much India and New Zealand will be through. So yeah, I mean, that's it. It would be a very disappointing day for Pakistan, but for India it was a brilliant victory. It was a completely one-sided match, and India pretty much breezed through it. Virat Kohli is back in form, and he played a brilliant hand today, and everything came together for India. I'm Siddharth. You watch Kali Cricketer. Guys, please do subscribe, and please do leave your opinions in the comment section. If you like my content, please give it a thumbs up. I'll see you again in a while. Till then, see you guys.